Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Clemson Tigers return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Got the first down and more. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. That's exactly what this guy embodies.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer ones.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Running it back, it's Brown. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Caught close to the marker, it's more. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On first down, it's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Got it set up on the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up, he gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket starts to collapse. Snagged in the middle, it's Rodgers. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Brown. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They were.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Well, so much for putting a drive together and getting into plus territory. They got it out in the flat, but just nothing doing.
Yeah, and I get it. You don't want to make a mistake in your own territory and maybe give up points or set them up for good field position, but that was not open. Just checking it down to your running back basically in the flats, and it went nowhere. There was no space. Just not a good play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
NC State going up tempo.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Grab near the marker. It's Rodgers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the outside.
He gets it in! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. He smashes his way through again. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Attempt to try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Tucker. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st down from the 30. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's McCall. Coming after him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off play action on first down. He's going up top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Keep it on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's McCall. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set. First and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
NC State quick to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll toss it.
The first down pass to the receiver is incomplete.
Here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Field goal is good. And the kick is good. And, guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And here's the return. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Grabs it in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Trying to find his man on first down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book as we head to the 4th. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Finds his man. It's Brown. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They're bringing heat. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Looking for a man. It's McCall. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
No mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Moving up. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This defense backed up. Goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's McCall. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for space, it's Maffa. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st down from their own 22. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Gets it out fast. Makes the catch and knocked down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.